Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Reardon. I'm one of the outreach coordinators with Delaware Commute Solutions. Thank you for joining us today for our first info series for the new year of 2023. Today, we will be talking about how to jumpstart your commute. Before I begin, please make sure you keep yourself on mute just so we don't have any background noise. We will have availability at the end for questions, so you may unmute and ask your questions, or as we're going through the presentation, feel free to go ahead and put your question or thoughts into the chat. Also, if you can, just introduce yourself. Let us know where you're joining us from. And if you are familiar with Delaware Commute Solutions, meaning maybe you're already a member or this is totally new information to you. So if you could put either a yes or no in the chat as well. So let's get started. I do have my teammates, Kathleen Greer, project manager, and James Williams, our admin, on the chat as well, so they could answer questions as we go through it. So we can move on to the next slide. So Delaware Commute Solutions, we are a free commuter program that is through DART First State, which is the public transportation for the state of Delaware. What we do is we work with employers, employees, higher educational institutes, as well as different community resources throughout the state to assist with transportation options. Now, the mission of Delaware Commute Solutions is to improve the air quality of Delaware. As we know, transportation is a major contributor to a not so great air quality. So by promoting and encouraging all modes of clean commuting, we are improving the air quality, we're decreasing the amount of single occupancy vehicles on the roadways, and we are helping you with your commute to get to work or to school. We are state and federally funded, so this is how the program is free to you, anybody who lives, works, or goes to school in Delaware. So even if you live in Pennsylvania, live in Maryland, but if you're traveling into Delaware for work or to school, you can still register for the program and utilize the free benefits. Next slide, please. I mentioned clean commuting. So what are our options? I encourage you, if you're already doing some of these, to register for the program so you can utilize the other benefits, but we'll go through them and show you what your options are. So carpooling, just sharing rides with fellow coworkers, family members, fellow students to get to work or to school. Transit involves both the DART buses, they're fixed route buses, paratransit, as well as SEPTA. SEPTA does come down from the Philadelphia area. It comes to several stations in the Wilmington area, as well as down to Newark. So that may be an option for you as well. If you're traveling from the Philly area, it could be a great way for you to get down to Wilmington or Newark, Delaware. Biking or walking, it's a great way to get around if you have a safe route to do so. And it's not only are you taking a car off the road, it's also great for you and your health. Compressed work weeks. This is typically when you are working a longer day. So you're not working the typical, let's say 9 to 5, you're working a longer shift day. Typically, you'll have an additional day off during the week. So you're not traveling during peak times, and you're also not traveling during that additional day that you would have off because of that longer day that you are working. Van pooling, we work with Commute with Enterprise to help set up van pools at specific locations. And just to give a little background, a van pool is a great option, and it becomes cost efficient when you're traveling, let's say maybe 25, 30 minutes to get to work or to school, and you have a group of people to share that cost with. So that is a great option that we could supply more information with. Teleworking or working from home. Many of us now are able to work from home if your position allows, or maybe you're working a hybrid schedule where you're coming into the office, let's say twice a week, and then the other days you're working from home. That is considered a clean commute because you're not even getting in a vehicle to go anywhere because you're able to work from home. And positions that allow that, you would be able to utilize our rewards benefit, which I'll go over shortly. Just to let you know, this is for full or part-time employees and students. So if you're doing any of these commutes, I encourage you at the end to utilize our information to register, or we can show you how to see what your commute options are. Next slide, please. So how do we work with you? So we work two ways. We work with you, the commuter, and then we also work with specific site locations, whether it's an employer, a school, or maybe it's a community resource helping with workforce development. But we're going to talk about you, the commuter, today. We're going to provide you a variety of tools that you can use to help find the best commute for you and then receive the benefits that go with it too. Next slide. So what do we offer to you, the commuter? Three main benefits, and I will go through each one with you. And again, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to put it in the chat and we could answer them as we go through, or I could answer them at the end as well. First, we have customized commute plans. We do have a rewards program, as well as a guaranteed ride home reimbursement benefit. But first, let's talk about how to get where you need to go. So let's talk about the customized commute plan. Next slide, please. So what we have here is when you register for Delaware Commute Solutions, you are able to map out your route. And then we're going to provide you your options on how to get from A to B. So in this case, we are going from the Wilmington area and we're going down to the Christiana Mall area. And you could see from A to B. Now, we have our different options here. First, we have our transit routes. It shows we have 4 transit routes, 11 carpool matches, 0 van pools, and a bike and a walk route. Now, let's just say I'm interested in looking at my carpool matches. This is an option that you could do. We do carpool matching if you're interested in looking for fellow carpoolers. If I wanted to see my matches for the carpoolers, I would actually just click on 11 carpoolers. Another window is going to open up and it's going to show me my top matches. Now from there, I can see more information about that specific match. It does not show you the home address of that individual or a phone number, but it will show you the end location. So it does show you where that individual is either going to school or going to work. So this way you can see if maybe they're working at the same location as you, or maybe just in that general area. So you can make a decision if you would like to carpool with somebody who works at the exact location versus somebody who works in that radius of where you are working. If you would like to reach out to one of your carpool matches, there will be a contact button that you can click on and you can send them an email. Again, it does not show their home address. It just gives you a general idea of where they're starting from. And it also does not provide a phone number. So the way to connect with this individual is sending an email. Now, if you also want to look at transit routes, we're going to go to the next slide and we will take a look at how you look at your transit routes. So in this case, again, we are going from the Wilmington location to the Christiana Mall. And in this case, I'm clicking on 4 transit routes and it opens up another window for us. And in this window, you could see more details about the bus route that's going to get you to your end location. So the first one shows me the Route 5 bus. It's leaving at 9:52 a.m. It's going to take about 38 minutes. Now, if you needed to see a different time or a different date, you have the option of changing that. You could see right above the first route, you see depart at, you could change the date, and you can also adjust the time to fit your schedule. If I was to click on the Route 5, an additional window would open below that, and it's going to actually show you more details about that route. So where exactly you're going to pick that Route 5 up at, what bus stop, and then where you're going to depart that bus stop to get to your ending location. And it does show you could see there's a couple, there's 4 in total, and it shows you the other transit routes that would work to get you from A to B. Now, if you're utilizing DART, I encourage you to download the 2 apps that DART has. The DART Transit app, that one shows you real-time information on your bus routes. Also, it shows you the bus stops that are in your area. So you could bring up the DART Transit app, It'll show you the bus stops to where you are located. And then it's going to show you the bus routes that service those stops as well. So it's providing you a great deal of information all right on your phone. It's also going to show you the estimated and the scheduled time of arrival for that bus route. So let's just say the bus is coming at 10:15 and I'm there and I just want to make sure it's still on time. So it shows the scheduled time is 10:15 and it'll show you the estimated time of arrival because things do happen, traffic, accidents that may delay a bus by a couple minutes. So you will know when that bus is estimated to be there. So it's a great tool to have while you're waiting for the bus. It's also great to have that maybe if you're not sure which bus routes service a bus stop, you could bring up the DART Transit app and that will let you know. Now, the DART Pass app allows you to purchase your DART Pass through the app. If you have utilized DART in the past, when you board the bus, and maybe if you're purchasing your bus pass there, you need to have exact change. So the DART Pass makes it a little bit easier. You can purchase your pass. You don't have to worry about having exact change when you board the bus. You purchase your pass through the app. When you do board the bus, you will have your DART Pass app open, and then you are able to scan your pass and show that it is an active pass to get on the bus. So it's convenient, it's easy, and it's you're utilizing whether it's a credit card or a debit card to purchase the pass. So you don't have to worry about having exact change, and it's fast to get on and off. Next slide, please. So I just mentioned the customized commute planning. If you have any questions about that, again, feel free to put that in our chat and we'll go through that. Also, we will be providing a video link as well and a follow-up email so that you'll be able to see this information in more detail. Our next benefit is our rewards program. Now, this is great. So if you're clean commuting already, you may want to just register for the program so you can get the rewards. How this works, anytime you clean commute, you can go onto your profile. You record your clean commute. Again, carpool, bike walk, van pool, working from home, taking transit, any of those clean commutes you can record on your profile. You'll earn up to 200 points per day. As you accumulate these points, you will have the option to go through, I think currently it's about 450 rewards that we have, that you'll be able to get something back for your clean commute. And this can vary from local shopping, local restaurants, online services, local attractions in the area. So there's a wide variety of different rewards you can get. We also have a monthly drawing. Every month we give away gift cards. And how you enter the monthly drawing, it's 500 points to enter. You can actually enter up to 20 times. So if you have a lot of points accumulated, you can enter up to 20 times. So you're going to increase your odds of winning the monthly drawing. At the end of the month, winners are randomly chosen, and you will receive an email letting you know if you did win. Now, every month it is different. So sometimes we are providing a $25 gift card, which we will give away 4. Sometimes it's a $50 gift card, which we'll give away 2. And every now and then will be a $100 gift card, and we only give away 1 at that time. If you are one of our monthly drawing winners, you will actually be able to choose from a variety of different gift cards to receive. So not only are you winning the drawing, but then you actually can choose which gift card you would like. And we just have a quick little photo here, just giving you some of the options, and they do change, but just to give you a general idea. So again, if you're clean commuting, go record those clean commutes, start accumulating your points so you could either enter the drawing or you could choose from the many other rewards that we do have. Next slide, please. And our third benefit is our guaranteed ride home benefit. Now, let's say you take the bus to work. For some reason, you cannot get back home. Maybe you had to stay late or you had to leave early, but in this case, you can't get back home by utilizing the bus, and that's how you got there. What you can do is you can call an Uber, Lyft, taxi, whatever your preference is. You save your receipt from that Uber or Lyft ride home. You go onto your profile and you record your clean commute. You took the bus today. Today is the 26th. You took the bus today. And then we have a guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement form. This can be found on our website, or you could email us and we will provide it to you. Once you complete that form, you're going to take your receipt and your guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement form. You can either email it to our general email. You can mail it to us as well. We always mention email. It's faster. We'll receive it faster, and we'll check to make sure that you did record a clean commute for that day. And then you will get reimbursed for that ride home. And we do this up to 5 times a year. So it's a great benefit to have. Sometimes people feel like if they don't have their personal vehicle at school or work, it's a little uneasy. So this gives you a little peace of mind knowing that if something comes up and you can't take the bus home, or maybe you can't join your carpool home, you have another way to get home and you will get reimbursed for it. I also want to mention that, let's say a fellow coworker or a family member picks you up and gives you a ride home. You can still do the guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement form, and we will reimburse you based on the mileage from work or school to home. And I also want to emphasize that is the guaranteed ride home is strictly from either work or school to home. It does not go the other way. It does not go from home to work or school, or let's say from work to the grocery store or doctor's appointment. It's strictly from work or home, or work or school to home. Okay. Okay, next slide, please. So I see a question in the chat that I just want to go over real quick for the guaranteed ride home. So just to emphasize, if you had a doctor's appointment that you had to leave early for, or anything like that, again, when you record that clean commute and when you fill out the guaranteed ride home trip reimbursement form, it is going to show that your work or school address and your home address, and that's what you're going to be reimbursed for. So again, it's not for, oh, I have a doctor's appointment, or oh, I have to run to the grocery store before I go home. Again, it's strictly from work or school to home. So it's in case there is an emergency or something that does not allow you to get back home with the clean commute that you got to work or school with. So hopefully that answers your question. The other thing I'd like to go over, so we just mentioned the 3 benefits that you will receive as a Delaware Commute Solutions member. So the customized commute planning, the rewards program, and the guaranteed ride home benefit. We do also manage a program for DART that is called Get a Job, Get a Ride. Now, this is open to all Delaware employers, as well as workforce development resources that we partner with as well. You become a partner with Delaware Commute Solutions through the Get a Job, Get a Ride program. And when you are a partner, you'll have a partner ID number, and you are able to provide a 30-day free bus pass to new hires. Now, this is a great opportunity to help with recruiting, and it also helps those new hires with that first month of transportation to get to work. Now, we have heard that transportation is maybe one of the biggest obstacles when you are looking for a new job. So by providing this service to employers, they are able to provide this benefit to new hires. So it could help with that first month. And then also, hopefully, when that first 30 days is over, that they'll continue riding the bus. And it doesn't have to be every single day. It could be maybe 3 days a week, but we hope that they'll continue riding the bus. And it could also be almost like a trial period as well to see, hey, will this work for me to take the bus to get to work? You can find more information on our website at the Get a Job, Get a Ride website link. And you can also reach out to us, and we'll be happy to provide you more information and walk you through, if you're an employer or if you are a workforce development agency, walk you through how to become a partner and how to utilize the Get a Job, Get a Ride program to benefit the individuals that you are hiring or working with. If you're an employee, feel free to share this information with the Delaware employer, because it does help with recruiting, and it also shows that they're offering different commuter benefits to their employees. Next slide, please. One thing I do want to point out as well, so this is 2022 Get a Job, Get a Ride stats. So last year, at the end of December of 2022, we currently have 43 partners, 57 work sites. And why that number is different, because think of this, McDonald's is a partner, but they have several sites. So each site has to be a partner because they have a different address. So that's why the partner number and the work site number is different, because you may have a partner that has several sites throughout the state. So they each have to have their own partner ID number. We've provided 310 DART cards. So that's the physical DART cards that we can provide. And we've provided 644 DART passes. So as you remember, I mentioned the DART Pass app. So we can actually upload that 30-day, excuse me, that 30-day free bus pass to the new hires account with the DART Pass app. So they can either receive it through the DART Pass app, or we can provide a DART card for those who are not able to utilize their phone and the DART Pass app. And you can also see that we provided riders, and this is down in Sussex County. So it shows that we're working throughout the state of Delaware. I see a question here. We have field employees that commute to and from different addresses other than work office location. Would there be an issue with getting a reimbursement? Gerald, we'll get back to you personally on that, because they are commuting to different addresses, and that is for work. We'll definitely, either Kathleen or I will get back to you specifically on that question.
And excuse me, Amy, I just
Sure.
wanted to add, so hello, everyone. Kathleen Greer. I work with Amy in the Delaware Commute Solutions program. And I just wanted to highlight, I know we had said 2022, the partners that she's showing for Get a Job, Get a Ride, that was just what we added in 2022 and just the stats. But overall, our program does have 93 partners, and we have 139 work sites to date. So I just wanted to say that's just 2022 snapshot.
Right. And thanks for that clarification, Kathleen. I appreciate it. And even now, and we are what, January 26th, just in January, we've added new partners as well. So if you're interested in how to become a partner, we'll have information at the end that you can contact us, and you may share this information with your employer as well. Next slide, please. And this shows our 2022 program stats. So it gives you an idea of why it's important to record your trips. So we encourage all of our members to record their clean commute trips. And this is the information that we are able to pull together when members, whether they live in Delaware, or they may live in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, surrounding area, but because they live or work in Delaware, we're able to utilize this data. And you could see the information that we are able to put together to come up with the yearly stats. So overall, in 2022, we've had almost 50,000 recorded trips. And then you could see how many miles we were able, as a program, we're able to reduce, reduced emissions, money saved overall to our members. I mean, that's a pretty big amount there. Active commuters, it gives you an idea of active commuters, and that's calories burned, because what that means is you are able to actually connect. There's a couple apps that you could connect with your Delaware Commute Solutions app. I believe the Under Armour, the Strava app. So if you're biking or walking to get to work or school, it'll actually calculate, they'll connect together and they'll calculate calories. And then you could see how many rewards were redeemed. So just over 2,000 rewards were redeemed. So this is why it's very important to record your clean commutes. Not only are we utilizing that data, as I mentioned before, we are state and federally funded, so we take that data and we do provide it to the state so that they can get a better idea of how people are commuting. And then, because our mission is to improve the air quality, we could see how we are doing with that. Also, this is the yearly stats for the whole program. You as an individual could see your personal impact. So as a member, when you are either on the app or our website, you could see it's titled The Good Stuff. It'll show you this same information, but just specific to you, so you can see how much money you're saving, how many recorded trips you took, how many miles you've reduced, so you could see, and how much money you saved. We probably all want to see how much money we save by clean commuting. So you could see your personal impact on Delaware as well. Next slide, please. So I mentioned the benefits. How do you get started? You can either go right to our website, delawarecommutesolutions.org. You could download our app. I have a photo of what our app looks like. It is Delaware Commute Solutions, but when you look at the photo, it'll just say DECS. First name, last name, email. You create a password. You log in. You complete your profile, add a profile picture, and then you're all set to go. And you could start looking for your commute options, or if you're already clean commuting, you could start recording your clean commutes to earn those rewards. I also want to highlight that, let's say if you join today, you can go back 30 days and record your clean commute. So you starting today, go back 30 days and you record any of the clean commutes you took up until today's date. Next slide, please. So I want to thank you. And if you have any questions, this is a great time to either put them in the chat or you can unmute yourself, but I also want you to save the date or share the date for February 23rd. We are going to highlight the Get a Job, Get a Ride program. So we'll go over and we'll actually do a virtual walkthrough on how to become a partner. And then once you're a partner, how do you register new hires? And we'll also give you some updated stats as well in February for the Get a Job, Get a Ride program too. So if you have any questions, now's a great time to go ahead and ask them. We are looking at the chat as well. So I will take a minute to see if anybody would like to unmute with any questions or either comments if you're a clean commuter and you're utilizing the program currently. If there's no questions, I also would like to highlight, feel free to like us on social media. We post updates on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. We have them all covered, as well as information about DART too. So this is a great way to stay in touch with Delaware Commute Solutions. Our email, website, and phone number are all there. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions. We can provide virtual walkthroughs for your employees or students and training on how to utilize the program. So we're here to help when it comes to transportation any way that you need. Thank you again for your time, and we will send out on Monday an email with this information as well. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.